and now with the power of editing, we're at the second segment already. So,
cool.
In this
so what
segment,
is the second segment? You didn't mention this to me.
We just talk. It's like a little talk show. I got just a few questions, just in general, just a small talk. So, first of all, tell me about the brownies.
It was oh god, it was like 10,000 subs or something. I sent this really weird email. I started making a lot of brownies in my life. My mom had this like massive recipe book, and I was like, here's brownies that have M&Ms. Here's ones that have like peppermint chocolates. I was like, damn, I want to make like a lot of brownies. So I started making a shitload of brownies. And so the first thing I thought, I was like, maybe I can make some brownies for Summoners Con. That'd be kind of cool. I could bring some, you know, maybe some people, I can hand them out to some fans or some shit. And then I was like, I wonder if Matt will want some. He's pretty cool. He's a cool guy. Maybe I'll ask him. So I did. And then that made the really, it's not as cringy as you want it to be. It's still pretty cringy, but it's it was mainly just, you know, it's funny because you look back at when you were like a really, really small, you know, YouTuber.
Absolutely, I
like,
know what you're talking about.
I did some horribly cringy stuff. Everyone has
know.
it, but that was the one.
I want to tell you how I even figured out, you know, this thingy, because when I was at Riot, I told people that you were requested a lot on the show, and I was there with Darkmane and Magikarp, and I basically asked them because they know you. So I asked them, if you know anything that no one else would know about, it would be an awesome way to just get in one of the hints. And like when I said that, his eyes lit up, and he was like, "Yeah, I can tell you."
Yeah, yeah. I told him multiple times I don't want him telling anyone that because it bugs me so much, and it seems like he doesn't care.
Well, you're free. So, you're free from that now.
This is Desperate Housewives.
I mean,
I'm free from that now. My shell has been broken. Thank God.
it's off you finally.
So much, man. It bugs me. It's just one of those things where I look back and I'm like, come on, because I see it now. It's like if you look back in like middle school, like 12 years old, there are some like some messages to girls and stuff that if I read that back, I would actually legitimately die.
Oh, I got so many of these stories.
Everyone has that, you know, but it's just.
And you know what's the worst? That you will never forget it. It's like
no, never.
Those are things that no one should even care. Like no one cares, and probably what's funnier is that the other half of like this incident, they probably forgot about it. Like they probably won't even remember, but you do because it was cringy for you.
Oh yeah, this is the stuff you think about when you're 40 and you're like,
yeah, exactly. Like,
why?
I wish I didn't say that.
Yeah, these are our problems.
Well, I got a Christmassy question now.
Good.
What would you want to get for Christmas?
What do I want to get for Christmas?
Yeah.
Oh jeez, dude, I don't know, man. It's weird. It's weird asking for stuff. Like, I mean, like back in the day, it was easier. It's like I want Resident Evil 5, and you know, I want a new mouse. Like I want a
video game.
Yeah. Now it's like, you see, now it's more behoove of me to buy the video game because it's taxable. So, you know, it's like it's better for that. So that's always cool and all.
I do that too, actually, yeah.
Yeah, everyone should. It's really nice. It's like, hey man, buy 20 Riot points or $20 in Riot points. It goes on your taxes. It's cool. But mainly it's, I don't know. It's hard because like I wanted a new 5 USB ports and a PCI slot for my computer.
Oh, I see.
And like how do I tell that to my parents? Like, it's confusing. But I don't know. But right now it's actually house stuff. Like actually scented candles right now are like my kryptonite. I got two behind me. I got like a hot cocoa and cream. And
I see.
Yeah, and a mint julep one, and so it's like a mint chocolate thing. It smells so good. I know. I'm growing a second X chromosome as we speak, but I was about to
say because like my girlfriend is really into these as well, so I kind of get it.
I adore Bath and Body Works. I think it's the coolest place ever. I think it's awesome. So I don't know. I got like all this scented soap and shit.
Like
I don't know. It makes me feel good.
Like with these like Christmassy presents, like the more adult you are, the more you realize you can just buy stuff yourself.
Yeah.
So like suddenly, what are you gonna ask people to get you if you can get everything yourself? That's the big issue for me. Like now that I am on my own legs, I'm just standing, I'm totally fine. And when I need something, I buy it. And like, when I was younger, I never had this issue. I would just tell people, you know, get me this.
Yeah, and then nowadays you have to ask like, I'll just take money, but money kind of sucks.
Exactly,
you know?
like money is actually brilliant because if they give you money, you can buy something for taxes. So you know.
Yeah. See, I like the idea of just here's money, but at the same time, I'm like, I lose the effect of opening a present. Like,
yeah, it's not really a present. Yeah.
Yeah. So I actually remember this thing right here. I'm a huge Mass Effect fan.
Oh, so am I. I got a prop from one of the basic pistols right in front of me.
Oh, the like Phalanx or whatever it's called, or Predator, I think is what
Predator,
it's called.
yeah.
Yeah, but so this guy was, there's like only 500 of these. It's a N7 helmet with all of the crewmates like a tagged signature on them.
Oh, that's cool.
So yeah, it's like Garrus and Rex and Morden and shit. That's all, and that was for Christmas one year, and like this is the coolest shit.
Actually, that's it. That's really cool, actually.
Yeah, 88 out of 500. It was really sweet. I'm really happy with this thing. So yeah.
Dang, that's something I'll try to get off eBay someday.
Yeah.
Maybe.
It wasn't super like contested, so maybe you could probably get it. It'd be cool.
Oh,
it's really cool poster. And yeah.
All right, let's see another question, which is a very general one, but this is something like I love talking about with other people. How did you start on YouTube?
So originally, I worked as an EMT for a while. I worked on an ambulance and everything, you know, taking patients and shit. And cool. Eventually, I got it was for like a year and a little over a year. I mean, obviously a stressful job. It's no like firefighting or anything like that. But that was the goal. Was originally to get my paramedics license and start doing firefighting. That was my original plan. But eventually, because you get paid crap. I got paid I think $9 an hour for that. And I think there was a promotion to do dispatch for the weekends, and it got me like $10 an hour instead. I'm like, you know what, screw it. So basically I was sitting in an office for 12 hours every day, all the weekends. And we were a small company, so we only got like 3 calls. So I had to find ways to not get cabin fever and actually start doing something there. So originally it was painting Warhammer 40K figures.
Oh, that's cool.
That was a big thing. Yeah, I really like that stuff. So I mean, it took me forever. So I was like, this is fun. I could just do this in the office. Then eventually I bought a laptop and was like, I started watching a lot of streams on YouTube. And I was like, you know what? I'll try my hand at this. This seems like a fun time. And that took a long, long time because editing takes goddamn forever. And I started making videos to pass the time. And then once I started making the same amount on YouTube as I did on there, I was like, hey boss, please give me a raise because I don't want to be here much anymore. And he's like, no. And I said, okay, bye. And then I left and I did YouTube full time.
I got it totally the other way. Like, I am such a unique YouTuber in the way that I went into YouTube with the thought of I'm not going to do this full time from the very beginning.
Oh.
I don't think I've seen anyone else do this. And
not unless you're some kind of like business channel,
No,
like one of those big business people.
Yeah, they probably got into it with that thought.
Yeah, like BuzzFeed or something. I don't know. Yeah, they probably did it for straight up like that. But like, really, I didn't realize that.
I did this way back in the day when like World of Warcraft was huge with Cataclysm. I don't know how much you know about WoW.
I played during Lich King, ended during Lich King, brought it back up during Warlords, and ended during Warlords. So that's pretty much all I know.
So basically, after Lich King, Total Biscuit really blew up on the internet because he started covering Cataclysm.
Right.
And when I started watching him back then, and I realized that he is doing something on YouTube that he can do full time. He's getting paid for what he's doing. And I thought, you know what? I want to do that. And from that point, I was... How old I was? 15, 14, and I did my channel for 7 years before seeing a single dime. And then after that, finally after 7 years of just doing random videos, finally got on and I finally got where I am. So
Damn.
I don't know a lot of people who did it the same way.
Not for that long either. See, this is actually kind of cool because everyone asks you like, what do you got to do before you what happens? How do you not get discouraged? Like, how do you become bigger or how do you start off? And you're just like, you just got to keep doing it.
Yeah, you just keep going. That's pretty
eventually it'll happen. It's just You know, eventually if your stuff is good and everything. But
and on that topic, actually, I got just a follow-up question. I talked to Vandrel, you know, the guy who does who breaks every mechanic in League.
Yeah, Vandrel.
I talked to him 2 days ago, and we were talking about our channel and like how things are going, and we started talking about like what is really important for a channel to grow, and I had one logic in my mind, pretty much from the very beginning, and that is you need to be unique. If you are unique on YouTube, it is a guaranteed success. If you do something no one else is doing, then there will be an audience that will get to you and they will stay with you because there is no one else who will watch you. So the grind on YouTube isn't really grind about do what other people are doing just in hopes that you will catch on. Right. The grind is about finding what you can do what others can't. That is what I was doing for 7 years. So I feel like if people are starting on YouTube right now, they really need to focus on what is their strength, what they are bad at. Just avoid what you're bad at. If you're awful at on camera, just you can do like montages, you can do anything else. Yeah. And just look for what you're good at. Try to put your own twist to it, and then you're pretty much done. I don't know. That's my take on this.
I agree with you to a point. Because I'm to a point. Yes, that's how I got started. But I've never So I started off doing those like story time videos way back in the day, and I made little story videos. I made little story videos. Like I did like the big Unbench the Kench video, which everyone thinks I started Unbench the Kench, which I did not. I think Freak said it once, and hey, that's pretty funny, and I made a big video about it, and it kind of blew up. But it's like, I never wanted to do all these. Back in the day, it was those story times. It was dry, satirical, monotone humor. That was what I did a lot. It was for gun guides for CSGO. It was, the most dick champions in League of Legends. It was that kind of stuff. But I never wanted to do that full time. I wanted to be as a basic bitch YouTuber like everyone else did. I wanted to cut commentaries. I wanted to do gameplay videos. I liked that idea because I think it's fun, and it just, I don't know, I find it significantly more enjoyable. But I know if I started off with that, I would never have done it, gone anywhere. So I started off with something that I had to slave through and I didn't really like, and then transition myself into something else. Getting started on YouTube, having a unique idea is incredibly important. Something different. But I mean, for me, once I got to like 200,000 or something around there subs, that's when I was like, you know what, it's time to branch. And that's when I started to really slow down growth, but I started bringing in different people from different audiences. Like
you're actually you're right on that, because that's exactly what I am experiencing right now. Like just as I got to 200k subs, I started branching and it was successful. And when I tried to do that before, it really wasn't, because I didn't have my core audience yet. So you are absolutely right on that. So you should start on something that you are comfortable with. It's actually true, because if you don't, you will not stick to it in the first place. So that's actually important. Well, actually.
Well, to a point. Like, I didn't like making the storytime videos, but they brought in views, so I decided to do it. You know, it's like, it's this weird, you know this more than anyone, it's this weird combination of videos I want to make versus videos I have to make.
That is true, yeah.
What keeps the lights on and what's a passion project. So,
yeah, that's true.
You know, like, I mean, I feel pretty good, because I know I always pictured my fan base as like a couple of people discussing their favorite YouTubers. Oh shit, here comes the BrickyOrchid8 fans. And it's just like fucking save 10% on Loot Crate. Holy shit, she thick as fuck. Oh my god, ass. All the ass.
That's a good thing though, that you have your own meme. Like, because that adds into your brand, I would say, a bit. It's because
I guess a little bit. I see there was a recent League subreddit thread where it was talking about like the buying Hextech box or something. And the first comment was that I was like, I'm just gonna spend my money on loot boxes. And I was like, Bricky, is that you?
Oh yeah, I actually remember.
The entire thing was
that.
just like promo code Bricky, thick brick. Oh, I was like, this is the stupidest shit. I'm proud of you, but this is so dumb. It's one of those things. I'm like, I'm happy, but wow, Jesus, the people that watch my stuff.
Speaking of YouTube, there's actually a funny question.
What's up?
Which pretty much I don't think a lot of people talk about that, but everyone has done it. When you start making money on YouTube, every YouTuber I've ever talked to, they always spent their first paycheck on something, and they always remember what it was. Do you know what you spent your first YouTube paycheck on? Or like, you know, something bigger that you bought? Because, you know...
Yeah, actually I do. But I do my first paycheck was $8. So, you know, it wasn't much.
I actually had like 50 cents. Not even kidding.
Right. See, my stuff was it had the storytime video and stuff like that got really popular on Reddit. So so it gave me like a little bit of extra change, and then then it was like.
Yeah. I think we lost Bricky. And it was right there and then, on that fateful night, when Bricky was left without his light. His internet broke and his neighbors too, so all he could do was to sip his cold brew. He made more brownies, which he swiftly then ate. Use promo code Bricky for 10% of Loot Crate. But one more curious thing has happened. On the night Bricky's internet broke, it dropped just as the FCC finished their final vote. And thus we will never learn what Bricky bought with his $8.